What's up, everybody? Welcome to podcast. Now, I'm Alex. In this video, I want to talk about this rumor of all of these Mario games coming to the Switch. Now, this is very exciting. This was very exciting to wake up to yesterday morning. Now, we had a packed schedule on podcast now, so I couldn't make a video in the moment, but I wanted to definitely talk about it because really what's come out of it is a new seeming. Now, there's a lot of different sites going, talking about this. There's a lot of sites saying that, hey, we've talked to the other sources or another site sources, and we can, confirm this kind of stuff. Seems like at the very least we could be getting a new Paper Mario game. Now, I'd say the biggest thing with these rumors was the fact that like the 35-year Mario, all of these Mario things would be coming to the Switch. Now, a lot of them, I wouldn't say all of them, but a good amount are already on the Switch, right? But they said that this is going to be the year that a lot of them, or even all of them, would start to make that jump. Names being thrown around are Super Mario Galaxy, which let me tell you, that, in my opinion, and I'm not some die-hard Mario fan. I've played quite a bit of Mario games. I haven't played all of them, not even close. But in my opinion, my own personal preference, I adore the Super Mario Galaxy games 1 and 2. I think there's honestly not just Mario, not just Nintendo. I think they're some of the greatest games ever created. So if they come out on the Switch, I would buy them absolutely day one. But this is very exciting. We talked about the year of 2020 for Nintendo in general and what this could be. Mario Kart. Now, they didn't say that. Again, they said, again, the biggest part of this rumor, this report, is that a lot of it's going to be older games. The only one being thrown around right now being new is Paper Mario, a new Paper Mario. But that doesn't mean there's not new ones. And we know, based off of actually quite a bit of things from different leakers, different reports, that a Mario Kart is in development, is getting very, very close, and for the longest time has been thought of to release in 2020. Now, does it end up happening? Could be, could not be. They could say, hey, you know what? We're giving you like 30 different Mario games. We're giving you the Super Mario Galaxies. We're giving you Paper Mario. And then that'll be it. And then 2021 can be Mario Kart. But Nintendo has a full, slate of games. They have Mario Kart sitting in the bank. They have Legend of Zelda, which you have to imagine would maybe be 2021, probably 2022, but definitely getting very, very close to that game coming out. But this is absolutely exciting news for anybody, honestly, really anybody. Nintendo has done a really amazing job over the last, really since the Switch came out, of, they're not getting a lot of games day and day. So when Doom came out, or when, just big games that come out, PlayStation, Xbox One, all these kind of things, Nintendo, do they always get it the first day? No. In fact, I'd say more times than not, they don't. But in my opinion, it's always really exciting when they announce games coming to it. And I had never really been that much of that kind of a fan. When a console says, oh, we're getting this game that's been out for other consoles for like 3 years, normally I'd be like, like, okay, well, that's not even, and to an extent, that is still something where it's like, well, congrats, you got a game that's super old that's finally coming. But I don't know, with the Switch, it feels special. Obviously, like just a couple days ago or late last week, right? We got Catherine that's going to be coming. We got the Borderlands collection. We have the BioShock collection, which is amazing, right? I replayed all 3 BioShocks just a few weeks ago. So to just imagine that on the Switch is a really awesome thing. And those are third-party games. Those aren't even the Nintendo exclusives. And so to hear that they're going to get, or we're going to get, because I have a Switch myself, we're going to get basically a wave of just Mario games, old-time Mario games. But again, if they're going to be remastered, which it definitely sounds like they're going to be, I mean, come on, Mario Galaxy was already, at the time, a very, very beautiful game. I think probably to this day, it's still a beautiful game. To have that come out on the Nintendo Switch is, I mean, there's plenty other Mario games, like Mario Sunshine is one that I've seen being thrown around. A lot of people are really excited for that. Sure, there's games that everybody has their favorites, right? I can only really speak to my favorite, and I just cannot wait. I'd absolutely love to play Mario Galaxy, and then to hear again new Mario games in general. This would be the time, because we had Super Mario Odyssey back in 2018, I believe. So it's been enough time where you think, okay, well, we need to get another. And I've talked about in the past, actually on this channel before, where is this the time where you do like a Super Mario Galaxy 3? And you know what? A thing to keep in mind too is we get a Mario Kart, okay, whatever we get, like if we get that kind of game, that's kind of outside the scope of like singular Mario. Paper Mario would be that singular Mario thing. Obviously, we got Super Mario Maker last year, but we get that. But see, what I like about this, if you give us a whole bunch of these games, a whole bunch of these older games, which again is what they're doing, the positive is you kind of get to see what people are interested in still. And I've talked about this a lot on the channel. For anything that really gets a remake or a remaster, one of the things depends on the situation. It always depends on the situation, but a lot of times it's a very good pulse test to see, hey, do people still care? Now, you don't really have to ask that. And then, by the way, I mean, I'm just throwing that in. You don't have to ask that question for Mario. Obviously, it's like, okay, well, if they want to make even like a sequel to like a one-off Mario game or one that wasn't even well received or kind of forgotten about, people would still be, jumping over the moon to get this game, right? It would still be absolutely insane. But in their own Nintendo way, they get to kind of scope out, are people buying one of these versus the other? So say they do a Super Mario Galaxy collection where you could buy the first 2 games, right? And it's a bundle, it's like $40 or whatever. Then you have, maybe you have like 10 other ones. I don't know. You think of it in some insane number. You measure them. Is Super Mario Galaxy outselling the others by like a 5-to-1 ratio or like a 10-to-1 ratio? Like, is it very, very clear that people wanted Super Mario Galaxy? And then does Nintendo look at that and say, hey, this is kind of smart because now, we can keep making brand new games. I mean, Mario Odyssey, that was a brand new game. But, like, can we look at these pre-existing, franchises that we have or different kind of, like, versions of Mario? Can we look at them and say, hey, people really seem to like this version, let's give them another one? And obviously, that's, I think, even with Paper Mario, that's something they've probably done, right? They recognize that people really like that kind of game, and so they're giving us another one. So, at its base level, just looking at it without even thinking too hard, firstly, it's amazing. I love it. I love the idea of getting old Mario games. Am I going to get all of them? No. To be honest with you, would I probably just get the Mario Galaxies? Yes, but it'd be great to have. Secondly, getting a brand new Mario game, Paper Mario game. That's awesome. Everybody loves Mario. People will buy the new Mario. It'll be one of the best sellers on the Nintendo Switch. Sold. Thirdly, though, when you start to really dig deeper, you start to think, could this be a test to see, not really a test, but are they measuring what games people are looking to buy? And then in the future, will they go forward with some of those games depending on the sales? I think, honestly, it's very, very likely. That's, you do remasters to kind of re-spark that kind of energy that people had in those games. Again, like revitalize it, give it, make it look a little bit nicer, all those kind of things. Those are definitely reasons why you do it. But ultimately, it's to continue the brand and to see if we can actually, it's to bring the brand back to life and then decide if we should continue it. That's how I've always thought, again, of a vast majority, not all of them, something like remastering or remaking Shadow of the Colossus, how PlayStation did that. You don't really make a Shadow of the Colossus 2. I think that was just to bring an old game that was loved, but maybe not sold insanely well, bring it to a new audience, remake it, make it look absolutely amazing. A whole new group of people are going to like it. I still don't think you're going to get a sequel to it, but I think, that's the reason. That's really one of the only examples. There are others, but that, I think it's kind of rare that you remake or remaster something without the intention of continuing it in some way, and that's what I think Nintendo is doing here. So, guys, let me know in the comments below. What do you think? Do you think this is a plan to get more games from these franchises out? You guys excited? Which one of these rumored games, old Mario games, would you guys get? Are you excited for a Paper Mario game? All this kind of stuff. Let me know in the comments below. Make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel, Podcast Now. Hit the bell icon so you guys know when these videos go up. And we'll be covering this as much as we can. If this stuff turns out to be real, if these games come out, if there is a new Paper Mario game, all that kind of stuff, we'll absolutely cover on this channel. So if you guys like Nintendo, you like Nintendo games, this is definitely a good spot for you, okay? Thank you all so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it, and I'll see you all on the next video.